Did you know that alcohol use during the teenage years can interfere with normal adolescent brain development and can also contribute to grave consequences due to impaired judgment, such as sexual assaults, injuries, and death? Well, the minimum legal drinking age, or MDLA, across the world ranges from ages 15 to 25. There's a discrepancy around the world wondering whether or not the legal drinking age should be 18 years old. Studies show that lowering the MDLA from 21 has pushed binge drinking into less controlled environments that may lead to life-threatening behavior by teens. The minimum legal drinking age should be 20 years old because it will save lives. First, I will talk about the controversy on whether or not lowering the drinking age will be effective or not. Then I will discuss the negative effects of having a young minimum legal drinking age. And finally, I will look at the benefits of having a higher MDLA and the positive long-term effects. First, let's get into why there is so much conflict coming to terms with one minimum legal drinking age. Firstly, it is believed that there have been significantly less drunk driving accidents with the MDLA at 18, and secondly, people believe that 21 is not effective in preventing fatal accidents. People believe that since being 18 is considered an adult, where teenagers can vote, join the military, they argue that drinking alcohol should fall under this list. Lowering the MLDA to 21 would increase the number of teens who drink and therefore the number of teens who use other drugs. After examining the discrepancy of changing the MDLA, we can take a look at the negative effects that having a teenage drinking age ensues. Firstly, alcohol consumption before the age of 21 is irresponsible and dangerous, and second, it causes school, social, and legal problems. Alcohol consumption can interfere with development of the young adult brain's frontal lobes, which is essential for emotional regulation, planning, and organization, which can increase the risk for chronic problems such as vulnerability to addiction, dangerous risk-taking, and reduced decision-making ability. School problems such as higher rates of absences or lower grades, social problems such as fighting or lack of participation in youth activities, and legal problems such as arrest for driving or physically hurting someone while drunk, physical problems such as hangovers or illness. Now that we understand the conflict with having a teenage drinking age, we can discuss the positive long-term effects that leaving the MDLA at 21 ensues. Firstly, having the MDLA at 21 will help reduce alcohol abuse, and secondly, help reduce the amount of deaths normally caused by alcohol. If the drinking age were 18, someone who is a freshman or sophomore in high school is much more likely to have access to an 18-year-old senior in high school. But if the drinking age is 21, a freshman or sophomore in high school is not going to have an easy access to a 21-year-old who's likely working or in college. A 2015 report from the Institute of Medicine, which Bonney of the University of Virginia contributed to, found raising the smoking age to 21 could prevent approximately 223,000 premature deaths among Americans born between 2000 and 2019. Why? Older friends and family are largely where young people get their tobacco. Although this law won't get rid of all problematic drinking methods, it is still the perfect start to making the world a better place. And to wrap it up, first, I talked about the controversy on whether or not lowering the drinking age will be effective or not. Then, I discussed the negative effects of having a young minimum legal drinking age. And finally, I looked at the benefits of having a higher MLDA and the positive long-term effects. Keeping the minimum legal drinking age at 21 will save lives. And at the end of the day, it's better to prevent accidents rather than to be the one causing them. Thank you.